As an administrator, you want to be notified of system issues. AtomSphere provides alerting and methods for triggering alerts. First, we will look at the various alert messages, and then we will learn how they are created. Once a process is deployed, we can receive external alerts in the event that the process fails. Email alerting, along with RSS feeds, track processing without having to log into AtomSphere, and messages are combined and sent from the platform roughly every 5 minutes. From the Account drop-down, select Setup menu and then Email Alerts to create an email alert. Within the email alerts, click Add Email Alert to subscribe to email alerts for your user logged into AtomSphere. Search and define the preferred account name. Define the preferred account log level. There's Info, all account activity, Warning, which is all account warnings and errors, and Error, which is all account errors. Finally, we can specify the event type. All means all 3 types. Account.status alert identifies the recorded time the atom in the account is offline or online. Process.execution alerts identify the start and end times for the atom's process executions. The number of inbound and outbound documents are recorded, along with any documents which met the errors during the process execution. The alert includes process execution IDs and a link to the execution. Clicking the link takes you to the process on the process reporting page. Info log level alerts always send execution status if the process runs to completion. Additional warning and error alerts can also be logged depending on your process flow. The user.notification alert identifies the notify shape was included in the process execution. The message level, info, warning, or error set in the notify shape affects the email alert type sent, but does not stop the document or the set of documents for processing to completion. We will examine each of these user alerts. Let's review the different email alert types sent out from the platform. The user alert describes the atom status and identifies when atoms are offline or online. In this example, we're displaying a local atom is offline. This is an example of a process execution error. Now, remember, the process.execution alert identifies the start and end time for the atom's process execution. The number of inbound and outbound documents are recorded, along with any documents which met errors during the process execution. The alert includes the process execution ID and a link to the process execution. Clicking the link takes you to the process on the process reporting page. Info log errors always send an execution status if the process runs to completion. Additional warning and error alerts can also be logged, depending on your process flow. We will trigger a process.execution using an exception shape in this section. This is an example of a user.notification alert. This identifies the notify shape was included in the process. The message level, info, warning, or error is set in the notify shape and affects the email alert type sent, but it does not stop a document or a set of documents from processing to completion. We will trigger a user.notification in this section. During this section, we will produce process.execution and user.notification email alerts. Before leaving the topic of email alerts, I want to mention a few quick items. You can set up email alerts for distribution lists if needed. Take a look at the reference guide for instructions. All alerts reported within a 15-minute period are grouped together by event type and sent in one email. Now, when a user sets a time zone on the User Information tab, messages use that time zone for dates and times. Low latency processes do not generate email alerts. Email alerts set up before a selected event type subscribe to all event types. To change the event selection, delete the existing email alert and create a new email alert subscribed to the event type at the logging level about the notification. Finally, when using test connections in the test environment, email alerts are not received about deployed process executions or Atom statuses that they're executing. Also, you do receive RSS feeds and can use the event object in the API to query notifications. So I am now going to demonstrate exercise number 16, set up an email alert. This is in your book on page 58 to 59. Continuing on, exercise number 16, setting up your email alert. I'm going to click on the Setup menu. Email alerts is the second item. I'm going to click on the Add Email Alert. It will ask us to choose the account. We're going to select this account. We've selected our account. 3 log levels. We have info, warning, and error. We're going to select error. We have our event types of all, atom.status, process.execution, and user.notification. We're going to select all. We're now going to click on OK. And we've set up our user alert. Now it's your turn to set up email alerts. This begins in your book on page 58 and it goes up to page 59. When we return, we will be learning about the exception shape.